Hello everyone, this is Rahul Pawar and welcome to my YouTube channel Xpressurdata. From today's video, we are going to learn about functions in Tableau, a very important concepts for anyone, like be it a fresher or an experience. This is something that we are going to use, day in and day out. So as a developer, these skills are like mandatory for us to survive in the market. Okay, so learning Tableau is important, but learning functions is broadening. Okay, no matter what are the technology that you are using in your real time, be it your Tableau, be it your Power BI, be it your SQL, these skills or this functional expertise is something that is expected from each and every one of you that is working or is about to work. So in today's video, we are going to start with 4 important functions and we'll continue thereon. Okay, so without wasting much time, let us get started. First thing is, whenever we are trying to work with string data, that is when string functions will come into picture. So this is something that you need to import it. So I'm going to click on this and click on create calculated field and I'm naming it as string functions. So first important point to remember about string function is anything that is enclosed in quotes, Tableau will treat that as a textual data. Okay, so whenever you are defining or assigning any value, you need to pass that value in in quotes. That is something one thumb rule of Tableau. Now, how can I see? Second thing is, if you are adding any comments in your code, then you can add 2 forward slashes and write whatever you want. Like this is sample description. Now, whatever you write after this 2 forward slashes, Tableau will ignore that and will consider that as a comment. Any standard code you see in your real time will have this kind of descriptions. So that is why when you are practicing, try to implement this also. Like what is your code trying to begin? What is the condition that you are writing? Your will what will that do? That is something to write. If you are modifying something, then you can write it like this is as a part of some change request that is being done, so that whoever the developer is coming again after you, he will know like this change is done with respect to this change request, like that. So the more comment you add in your code, the better readability it is. Okay, so always try to improve the readability in your code. This is something that we need to highlight. Improve the readability in the code. Okay, now to start off from the very basic, let us see the output or guess the output here. As a beginner or as an experienced person, this is the first thing that we need to think of. If you are writing something in this, what is the output that is coming and what is the expected data type of the field? Let us observe. Now I'm simply writing 3 here. Okay, so 3 by nature we know is number, right? Okay, so now what I'm doing is I'm simply writing 2 forward slashes to comment that and I'm simply clicking on apply. So if you observe here, it is treating that as a numeric data type, right? That is why hash symbol is generated here. Now this is what I want you to guess whenever you are writing a code, like what will be the output. Now simply I'm going and enclosing this in code. Now, like we said in the first point, the thumb rule of string, anything that you specify in code, Tableau will treat that as a string function or string data type. Now, when I enclose that, it is 3, but it is ABCC here, string data type. This is something you need to remember and understand. Let us see our first example. Okay, and we are going to learn about left today. So left is again one of the very important and frequently used functions. So here, whenever you are using these kind of functions, we need to know, or we need to understand how many characters we need from a particular string. So here, number of characters we need from a string. Okay, now this can be two methods. Either you can pass a static value, or you can pass a runtime value or a dynamic value. It can be anything. So when I say static value, I'm simply using a standard example, like say Tableau. So this is my hard coded value. Okay, and I need 4 spaces from my left. Okay, so left of Tableau, left of Tableau, and I need 4, which means from my left, I need 1, 2, 3, 4. This 4 I need. So this will be the expect output of this. I'm clicking on apply. And when I take this string function here onto my label, see the result. I'm getting this 4. Okay. Now let us see the behavior when I take any other field from my view. So I'm taking category. But because this is a static value, for every category item, Tableau is being passed and it is taking 4. So that is why it is repeating same value in this. Now I don't want to do this kind of thing. I want to pass category only directly, and I want to take furniture. So let us see this second example in this. So now what I'm doing, same writing left, but this time I am passing a field from my database, that is category. Okay, now I'm simply specifying number of characters I need. I need 4, so I'm specifying 4. So let us comment our above one. This is valid. Now you might get a question, sir. You said we for every string we need to pass in quote, right? But this is a field that is coming from the database. So Tableau is automatically recognizing that. You see the color here. The color has changed, which means it is coming from the database. Whereas a static value will be something like this. Now what will happen for every category item that is there, it will take 4 characters from the left. So first furniture will come into picture and it will take FURN. So for that will get printed here. Next office supplies will come into picture and in that 4 will print here. Next technology, that 4 will get printed. So that is how the step-by-step execution of this is happening. Like this. Okay, so this will become more interesting when you want to take some part of your mainstream. Like say, your client might tell you, Rahul, take the bank code from the first 4 characters of this string or last string, like that. So when we have this kind of requirement, these functions will come into picture. Likewise, I am taking another example for reference here, and I'm taking order ID here. Now we have country code, assume CA is our country code, 2018 is our year, and this is the actual order number. Now suppose if at all I want to find the country code. Now client said that first 2 characters are your country code. I will find out the distinct country codes. Okay, and I'm writing it here. Find out the distinct country codes, or He might also ask like, display country codes in a separate column or in a new column. Then in that case, what we'll do, we will use, or we can use this operator or this function called as left. So I'm passing order ID now. Tama, now how many we need? We need only two. So I'm taking only two. Okay. So this is valid. Click on apply. And if I take string functions and if I take it on label, you see it is displaying the country code. Now, if at all I want to find out how many distinct country codes are there, simply if I remove this, there are two distinct country codes. Likewise, in real time, we might have n number of country codes. So in a single click or with a single calculation, we are trying to find that or we are trying to answer that. So in that cases, this is very useful. So likewise, when we said this left will get or will execute from left. So likewise, I'm trying to give some different numbers and see the output. So here we need to understand what will happen when we give positive number. And let us also see the impact if we are giving negative number, what will happen. So I'm giving 0 here. 0 means nothing is happening. It is blank. Okay. And I'm trying to give -1, assuming, it will give me this number. Okay. Or might say -5, I will give. You see, nothing is happening when we are giving this number. Okay. Now, so negative numbers will not work. That we understood from here. Okay. But I need this number now. Our actual order number. Assume this is CA is my country code. 2018 is year. This is my order number. This is what I need. Now, instead of left, I can use right here now. Second function that we are learning. Same. They belong to same family. Right, which means it will get the number of characters that you need, but from the right side. Okay, so number of characters we need, but from the right side. Whereas left is from the left side of the string. Same here, right side of the string. I'm passing order ID. Okay, comma, like say how many we need. It is of string 6 digit. So I'm passing 6 as the number. Now, when you try to pass this 6 in code, so you are passing a textual data, it will throw error. Why? Here the expectation is number character. See here, and try to understand the syntax here. Write string and number characters. So it is expecting number here. So you just need to pass only 6. Okay, now click on apply. It is giving us that number. That way you can actually get the order number using this right function. Likewise, you can also pass a static value here. Okay, right off, I'm saying again, Tableau. So this time, instead of single quote, I'm trying to pass double quote. Both Tableau will treat that as string, and I'm giving 6. Okay, let us comment the above one. Click on apply. Now it is giving us this ABLU, or if I try to write only 3, is this. Okay, so now left and right two functions we try to understand. Now what I'm doing is I'm using a combination of this statement. So for that, let us take order ID and we'll see if we can rebuild this using our functions that we have learned. So now what I need is, I need a combination of my country code and order number. These two I need. Okay. So I'm just writing the requirement here. Combination of country code and order number. This is the requirement. Now let us try to think about it, how we can do. So country code is on the left side and my order number is on the right side. So I need two. So first I am using left of my order ID. Okay. And I need two from this. So let us see what will be the result here. Okay, we got country code. Now I need hyphen in between. So I'm simply using plus. Okay. And I am passing hyphen in code. And again, I'm doing plus here. Sorry. Okay. So this should work. Now let us try to apply. Now you see, you are having an hyphen also here. If you want to add space in between, you can add space to this. Now what will happen? A space is added here. See here. If you try to see in the tooltip, you will understand better. CA space hyphen, it is there. Now we need this number from the right side. So now what I'm doing, again, I'm doing a plus here. And this time I'm using write function of order ID. And I need 6 from that. Now what will happen? This order number will get appended to this. See here. Like this, using our left and right, we can get whatever we need. So in this case, our left and right is working together and giving us the string that we need. So likewise, in real time, assume your first name, is in a different column and last name is in different column. Then if at all the client is requesting your full name, then how can we get? Using same above pattern, like how we have done, we can simply get that. So not only using functions, we can add two strings. I can simply do like this also, like say, example, I'm taking category here and I want to take subcategory as well. So this time I want to add category plus subcategory, simple. Let us see if we can do that. So I'm commenting our above statement and simply category plus subcategory. See, automatically it is adding those two strings together. Now see the intelligence of Tableau. For every category item, furniture, there are many subcategory items. You see, furniture, bookcases, furniture chairs. So this value is repeating. It is not like, it is only taking once, but it is repeating for every row of subcategory. So that is something that you need to understand. This is string in nature, so it is adding this way. But same, if instead of this string thing, you take number, and if you do 3 plus 4, it will give us 7 because 3 is a numeric value, right? And 4 is also a numeric value. So two numeric values, if we add, it would be 7. We are getting that value. Okay. So you need to understand this difference. Okay. Now it is very easy, or this is feasible when, the string that you need is on the left side or on the right side. But what about those situations where string is somewhere in the middle and you want only some part of that? So again, to explain that, I've taken order ID here. I'm taking order ID and I'm adding it. Okay. Now this time I need only 2018 year I don't need anything. So assume client gave you a specific requirement and told that, Rahul, my account number or my bank code is in this position, like say 327. In this position, I have my bank code, he said. Now we need to get that part from our string here. So for that, we have a special operator called as mid here. I'm using mid, very powerful operation. So in other tools, we will have substring as the function, but here we have mid function. So when this comes, we need to specify both the starting and end position. Unlike left and right. Okay. Now I'm simply using order ID and I want to take from 2018, which means from 2 I need. And from there, 4 positions I need. So what is the position of 2? If I start from 1, 2, and 3. Okay, it is 3. So I'm comma 3 is my starting position. And from here, I need 4 characters. That is what I'm trying to specify. Let us see the output here. It is giving -201. So we are wrong again in getting calculating this. So it should be 4 here. Apply. Now you see we got this. So likewise, you can explore what is happening here. So if I give -4, nothing is happening again. Okay. So from 4, I'm going back, but nothing is happening. So generally in these kind of situations, positives means it will go on the right side and negative means it will go on the left side. I mean, in terms of your SQL or whatever you take, positive means it will go from to right side and negative means it will go reverse order. But here in Tableau, it's not working. Negative values are not working. So that way you can calculate. Okay, so this is your mid function. So 3 important functions we have learned till now: left, right, and mid. So let us learn another important, or let us see another use case for mid. I'm using mid of again Tableau, and this time I need 2 comma 1 if I give, or 2 comma 2 if I give, and see the result. Click on apply. AB. So this is how it is working. Only AB it is getting. 2 comma 3 ABL, like that. So this is your starting position, and from there, how many characters you need. You see, when you start writing any functions, as soon as you put your cursor, Tableau will try to suggest you what is expected. You see, first is a string that is getting bold here. So if I go after comma or if I enter comma, it will show that it is expecting starting position of my string. And from there, it is expecting the length you need. Okay, so this is the syntax here. So syntax means nothing but a rule that we need to follow while writing any code. Syntax is but the rule of defining the formula in generic word if I call. So apart from this, there is also another important function called as split. Okay, again, this also belongs to same family where it will split the string here. But for us, or for split to work, your string should have a delimiter. This is something very important. So now if I take again order ID here as an example, so we have a CA hyphen 2018 hyphen this order number. Okay, 1,06,000 assume. So each part of this string is separated by hyphen. So that is called as a delimiter. So generally in real time, if your string contains some specific information, it is a combination of multiple things. It will be like this, and it will be followed, it will be following a standard delimiter. So if it is hyphen, it will be hyphen everywhere. It's not like only in this place we will have like this, but everywhere it is like this. Now let us try to use a split function and we'll try to understand what is happening here. So when I try to write split function, okay, split of, so first thing is like say, see here what is getting bold. It is a string, it is expecting. So order ID I am passing here, followed by comma. So if I write comma, it is expecting delimiter. So what is the delimiter? Hyphen is the delimiter, followed by token number. So if I write 1, let us see what is the output here. Okay, so I need to write 2 forward slashes, click on apply. So we are getting the first part here. So this is your one part, second part, third part, like this. Okay, so if I write 2, we are getting year ID here. If I write 3, we are getting this one. Okay, likewise, if I write -1, let us also observe the behavior in negative numbers. Now in negative numbers here in split, it is working. It is giving us this order number. If I write -2, it is giving this. Okay. And if I write -3, from right side it is coming. So it is giving us this number. See. So split is again a very powerful function here. Now like say, I want to add first 4 digit of my category to every order ID. Okay, so let us try to use a combination of all that we have learned. So I want to use left function. Okay, one is left function, left, sorry, left, right, and mid, and split. This all functions we will run to write using one, and we will, so that we can recollect. So first is I want to get the first 2 from my category. Okay, so I'm using left of category. Okay, and the first 2 digits of my or first 3 digits of my category I'm using. Okay, fine. So let us comment this first. Okay, and category followed by, I need hyphen here. So I'm just simply passing hyphen. Okay, and then I'm just clicking apply for now. So it is giving furniture hyphen. Then I want to pass this category country code here. So what I'm doing is I'm using split function here for now, and I'm using split of order ID. Okay, comma. What is the delimiter? Hyphen is the delimiter, and we need 1. Okay, again this is valid. Now what will happen? Furniture hyphen country code plus, now we need to use right? So I'm using right function, and I want order ID here. Right of my order ID, and I need 6 digits from this. Now let us see what is the okay, so we also need hyphen in between. Now you see 3 digits we got. Furniture, first 3, country code, this 2, and this. Now I also want to use mid function, right? That also we have learned. So I'm passing mid function now. Okay, see how we are using a combination of multiple functions together. So that is the power of functions here. Plus I'm using mid function and I want to add u28 in year here. So I'm passing order id comma. So we know the position. I think it is 4 comma 4. Simply I'm passing this. Now let us see the result. Now you are generating a unique string with this. But now again there is error. We forgot to add hyphen in between. So I'm just going to add plus hyphen plus. I think we have two here. We got it. So either in single line you can write or you can use multiple lines also, whatever you feel flexible, you can write it like say instead of this, you can write like this also. Anything you feel good, you can write it. So initially you can start writing in multiple lines so that execution is easier to understand. Then later on you can put all of them in a single statement. Okay, so I think that's it from my side in this session, and we'll continue the remaining functions in the next video. Stay tuned and let us learn together. Have a good day and bye bye.